So create one class here. Okay, new, go to new. Again, class, you provide a class here. So give something like anything. You provide the package if else if like that. I will provide like this if okay else okay again if okay no. Hmm. It's taking the add the main method then finish. That's it. Okay, you got the so arrange everything. So delete all these things, whatever the nonsense is there, everything you delete and you arrange the structure very neatly. Then here you can able to see what I'm discussing. First, I will going to discuss about the syntax. Okay, we will see this syntax here. Come on. Okay, I will take new one, guys. Here. So what is the syntax? Is very simple syntax. I will going to explain syntax. Okay, so this is the syntax I will going to explain. I will going to take the condition, that is write the keyword, that is call it as if. Okay, condition here you will going to provide the condition. Condition is nothing but expression. Okay, provide any expression here. Again, open the body for this particular one, that is if body. Please open this one. Okay, so write some statement here. Okay, S1, I will say that S1. Okay, now so you will going to provide the condition. If condition, if is a keyword here, provide some expression here. If this expression is true, it will go and it will going to execute this particular statement S1. Suppose if not, this is not true. Okay, you will going to get the value that is false condition. Then what happens? It will go to the else part here. Yes or not? As usual in the if else, like that, it will go to the else part. Again in else part, I will going to provide one more condition, that is called it as if condition. Understand? So after coming to the control will come to the else part. In the else part, I will going to provide one more condition, that is if condition here. I will going to put one more expression. So here one more expression. I will going to call this one expression one. I will going to say that it will going to be expression two. Okay. So here also what I will going to do, if this expression is true, if the expression two is true, then it will come here. It will going to execute this particular statement, that is S2. Okay, that is S2. Understood? Again, so what if this condition also false? If it is this condition also false, this condition also false, again I will go to the else part here. Again I will go to the else part here. Here also I will going to provide one more if condition. Okay, that is expression number 3. I will going to say, think like that, expression number 3. Okay, so if this expression is true, again it will come inside. Yes or not? Again it will come inside. Okay, the control will come inside. It will going to execute the expression statement, that is S3. Okay, that is S3. That's it. Clear? Okay. Suppose think like that. This expression is true. That is the reason why it is executing S3, because these two expressions are got failed. Nothing but these two expressions are giving the false condition. False, false. That is the reason why this expression it is checked, it is giving true. That's why it is executing this one. Suppose think like that. If you are getting the true condition here, means S1 is executed, then it will be over. No more expression E2 or E3 will going to be executed. Again, this one understood, sir. Okay, sir, you said everything, but if this E3 is giving false, what we have to do? Go to the else part. Go to the else part. Okay, finish. Okay, open the body. So finally, you're going to execute the statement S4. That's it. So this is what we call it as if else, if ladder. So this is what we call it as if, okay, else, if ladder. So this is the one. I think everybody clear. So please see here. Once again, I will going to explain. I will going to explain here. See, we will going to use the keyword that is called it as if. Okay, if it will, the control will starts from here. Okay, the control will starts from here. It will going to check the expression. If this expression is giving the true value, please understand. If this expression is giving the true value, immediately the control enters into this particular body. What that body is? If body. It will going to enter over here. Nothing but this expression is true, E1 is true. That is the reason why it will going to enter into the E1 body. Nothing but this body is true, right? This expression E1 is true. That is the reason why it will going to enter here. So what is the statement is available? S1 statement is available. That is the reason why it will going to execute this particular statement if it is true. Sir, okay, sir, I understood everything. But if it is false, what it will going to happen? Think like that. If it is false, it will not go inside. It will not go inside. Instead of going inside, the control will move from here to here. Okay, the control will move from here to here. Here also else part is there. Again, the control moves here. Again, there is a one more condition. Okay, if condition. Here also we have an expression. If this expression is giving true, if this expression is giving true, automatically it will enter into the statement S2 body. S2 we have a statement, right? So S2 is belongs to this particular body, E2 body, expression 2 body. So it will going to enter into the if expression 2 body. So that what is the statement we have? S2 is there. It will going to execute the S2. Okay, sir, I understood this one also, sir. So what is the next step, sir? It's very simple. What is the next step is nothing but here. See here, if this one is true, it will going to execute the S2. Suppose, sir, if it is giving false, what we have to do, sir? Okay, if we are getting false, this expression is false, the control move from here to here. Okay, it will not go inside. Here it will not go. Okay, it will move to this particular statement. Okay, here also what is there? Else is there. Again, here we have if condition. Here also it will going to check if this condition is true. Think like that. If this condition is true, it will going to enter into the S3 statement body. Okay, we have a body, right? Inside the body we have a S3, so it will going to execute the S3. Okay, sir, this one also understood. If this E3, okay, expression 3 is false, what we have to do? Okay, if expression 3 is false, if it become false, what happens? We can able to end this particular statements directly. It will go to the else part. If you wanted, you can able to create more if else, if else, if else, else, if else, if like that. You can able to create, but I don't want to drag further. I wanted to end up here. That's why it will go to the else part. Whatever the statement is there in this particular else body, that will be executed. Here we have S4. This will be executed. This is the complete detailed information about if, else, if ladder. Okay, now clear everyone? Let me know. You tell me, is it clear or not? Clear, guys? Tell me now, everybody. Please chat. Yes or not? Okay. Tell me, guys. Yes or not? Okay. Nice. I think everybody understood this one. We will see the flow chart also. Okay. See, that's what I told you. Each and every point I will going to explain. Okay. So that is the reason why whatever the playlist I created, Java training, you follow that playlist also. If you have any doubts, again, one more is there. Professional videos. You can able to follow those videos also. Okay, fine. Now in this, what I will do, I will write the, okay, I will write the flow chart. Okay, I will write the flow chart now. See the flow chart now. I will take different color, guys. Fine. Nice. It's nice. Okay, so let's write the flow chart here. So what is that flow chart? For what we are writing flow chart means else, color is nice, else, okay, if ladder. That is if else if. Okay, if, okay, if else if ladder, flow chart we are writing flow chart. FC. I will say FC shortcut. Okay, now let's start this one. So what I will going to do, first I will going to take the condition, yes or not. So we will going to start from here. Just I will going to take here. I will going to start from here. Okay, I will going to start from here. Okay, this is the starting point. What I will going to do, I will going to take the condition means we have to create a diamond shape. Yes or not? We have to create a diamond shape. Now you understand, if it is true, suppose whatever the condition you will going to provide, think like that condition number 1 or expression number 1. I will going to say here expression number 1. That is better. because we explained in that format, right? That's the reason why I will take expression number 1. If this expression is true, okay, what happens? Directly it will going to execute the statement. Yes or not? I told you, right, in that particular one. So it will going to execute the statement. That is the reason why I will going to mention very clearly here. Statement 1 will be executed. S1. Clear? Statement 1 will be executed. Okay, that is done. After that, if this statement S1 is executed means the control, what happens, it will going to stop it. Okay, it will going to stop executing, so nothing will going to be executed. Suppose if it is true, I will going to say if it is true, it will going to be executed. Suppose think like that, if it is false, okay, if it is false, what happens, again one more condition will be created here. Okay, one more condition will be created like this. Okay, one more condition will be created. So I will going to say this is expression number 2. Clear, everybody getting? This is expression number 2. If this expression is true, please understand, if this expression is true, what happens, we will going to execute one more statement here. Getting, everyone? If this expression is true, whatever the expression you are evaluating or checking, if this is true, you will going to execute the statement number 2. This is very, very important. Sir, okay, if it is executing means further will it going to continue, the control will going to move further? No, it will going to stop executing. That's fine. Okay, it will not, it will going to be stop executing. That is one. Okay, and I understood this one also, sir, no problem. I understood everything, this one also. Suppose, sir, if it is false, again it will go to the false condition. If it is false means again there is a condition. Again you will going to provide one more condition like this. Okay, one more condition like this. Okay, that is expression number 3, I will say. Okay, na? Expression number 3. If expression number 3 is true, think like that, if this expression as number is 3, then you will going to execute the statement number 3. Okay, further it will going to continue? No, it will going to stop. Okay, understood, everybody? If it is true, when if it is true, it will going to execute the S3. Sir, I understood this one also. Okay, so like that, up to n number of times you can able to do this one, up to en. Think like that, expression number num, expression number n, up to en you can able to do this one. Okay, I am fed up this. Okay, I am totally fed up with all this else if condition. Checking the condition is too much. So that is the reason I don't want to go further. That's the reason why, if this condition false means I will want to create one final statement, that is false statement. Okay, I will not going to check the condition, any condition further. I will not going to check any condition. Instead of that, what I will going to do, I will going to create a final statement, that is S4. Okay, that is S4. Okay, will it further continue? No. Okay, it will not going to continue further. Okay, so finally what happens, this will going to be stopped. Not like this, we have to change it. Just a moment, guys. So ending should be like this. Okay, here you have to write like this, software engineering. You have to understand the software engineering. So like this, ending. This is the starting point. Okay, start here. Okay, start here, and the control will going to exit here. So this is your if else if ladder. Clear? Anybody have doubts? Tell me. If you have any doubts, tell me. Yes or not? So I understood everything. I have few doubts, sir. What is that? What happens, sir, after the exit? After the exit, nothing will going to happen. The program will going to be closed. Okay. So once again, I will going to tell you. Start here. Okay. Your control starts from here. It will going to check the expression 1. If this expression is true, please understand. If this expression is true, it will going to execute the S1 when it is true. If it is not true, nothing but if it is false, this expression is false means it will go to the next expression. Here also it will going to check the condition. That is the reason why I kept the diamond symbol. If this is true, it will going to execute S2. If it is false, it will go to the next condition. Here it will going to check the condition. If it is true, again it will going to execute S3 again. So after that, after checking all the condition, it has to go to the else part. So that is the reason why, if this is also not true, it will go to the false statement, nothing but else part. It will go to the else part. Here it will going to execute the S4. Finally it will going to stop everything. Finally it will go, the control will going to terminate here. It will going to terminate here. Okay, and terminate. Control will terminate here. Okay, that is what we call it as exit. So anybody have doubts? Tell me, I will explain. Please tell me if you have anyone have doubts. Tell me if you have anyone have doubts. Is it clear? Are you happy, guys? Happy? Tell me. Tell me fast, man. Nice explanation, actually. It's a very nice explanation. Okay, na? I think everybody understood this one. If you are not able to understand, please watch it once again. Okay, I will leave the video in YouTube so you can watch it. Okay, anyway, it's recording, right? Yes or not? It's recording or not? It's recording. So I will leave this video in the YouTube. You watch it. Okay, fine. So we'll write the program now. Shall we write the program, guys? Shall we write the program? Shall we write the program? Yes or not? You tell me. Shall we start? Shall we start? So many people are not attending. I don't know what is the reason. Please, everybody, please attend the classes so that you can get a lot of knowledge. Okay. See, guys, no need to go to the professional videos. There are so many professional videos are available in YouTube. No need to go there. Just whatever the things I said, everything is very simple and easy. If you want it, you can able to see the standard videos like the new Boston, all those. There are so many videos up there. You can watch those things. Okay, very higher one. So like you, if you want, see after understanding all these things, read the books like Ed First. So many books are there. I given the books. Read those books. That is more than enough. You can become a very good developer. Okay, fine. So I think everybody understood this one. So we're going to write the program here. Okay, we're going to write the program here. See here also you can, if you want it, you can able to import the scanner. If you want it, you can able to do it. So basically, I will going to provide here. I will going to import the scanner. I can able to do that one, but it's okay, no problem. Just what I will going to do. So here I will going to say, basically we know that in the class and so I will going to take the scenario like this. In the class, A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, all those things will be there. Yes or not, based on the marks. Okay. So for that, what I will going to do, I will going to consider if it is below 40 D grade, if it is below 60, that is C grade. C grade. Again, if it is below 70, that is B grade. If it is above 70 means A grade. Like that I will going to make it. Okay, like that I will going to make it. That's why integer marks. Okay, I will take integer marks. Okay. You provide the marks, whatever the marks you wanted, you can able to provide it. So instead of providing like this, what I will do, I will import the scanner. That is better. Maybe I can able to do one programming in this particular time. Let's see. If possible, I will do more programs. Import java dot util. Okay, it's there. Util. So everything I'm importing. So no need to use the scanner and all these things. Instead of importing a single scanner, you can able to import util dot package star. Okay, complete all the classes which will going to be imported. Now I imported the class, that is scanner class. I can able to use the scanner now. Okay, scanner. Take the object sc. Okay, that is equal to new. Okay, after that method, scanner method. So nothing but it will going to act as a default constructor here. So where you are taking from the keyboard, you are taking the data. That's why system dot in. That's it. Semicolon. So this is how you want to create the object. Object creation is over. Now you say enter the SYSO control space bar. Say something like enter the marks. Okay, enter the marks. I say enter the marks. Okay, done. Everybody done. Now, so you wanted to take the marks. You have to import. You have to fetch the marks from the user. That's why have to take the input. So that is the reason why what I will going to do. So whatever the marks you are providing, that is integer type. That's why integer. I will say marks. Sorry, why marks that is equal to, okay, now you see, call the object, using object call the method sc dot. Now I will say next int. Okay, that's it, semicolon. This is how you're going to follow the process. Okay, you have to say enter the marks like that. Again, then you're going to take the input. Again, you're going to provide, assign that input to this particular marks. Based on this particular variable, I will going to create the if else ladder. Okay, that's it. Suppose if I will take like this, if marks is, I will say like this, something like if marks is less than, think like that, 65, I will take 65. So what I will do, it's less than 65, I will say SYSO. Okay, control space bar, I will say fail. Okay, I will say fail. See, whatever I wanted, you can able to do it. It's my own. So whatever I wanted, I can able to do it. It is left to you people. Let's see. I will going to complete this one. Anyway, you know the syntax, all those things. Don't worry. So I will go to the else part. See if this condition is true. Suppose whatever the mass you will going to enter, if it is less than 65, it says that fail. That's it. Nothing else. Suppose if you enter 45, less than 65, that is the reason it will going to show you fail. Okay. Again, go to the else part. Again, one more condition, we know that if yes or not. So if here provide something, anything. Okay, so I will say that marks greater than or equal to, okay, 50. So I will say marks is greater than or equal to 50 and take like this, and marks less than 60 I will take. Okay, now clear? Everybody clear? Anybody have doubts? Tell me. Guys, anybody have doubts? Tell me. So I will copy this one, guys. I will want to copy this one. I don't want to write because I am lazy here. Okay, I will say, so here it's a D grade. Okay, D grade. Fine. So nothing but what, if you enter the marks 60 for 45, it will going to show you, so it is fail. If it is more than 65, okay, suppose if I enter something like 66 like that, it will going to check 66 is greater than or equal to 50, true. Again 66 is less than 60. Okay, so if this condition, both the conditions become true, it will going to give you the D grade. Otherwise again it will go to the else statement. You can see else part, it will go to the else part. Again here also one more condition I will going to provide. Okay, now so one more condition I will going to provide. So here, how many minutes are there? So you can do a lot of things like that. Okay, what I will do, just I will going to copy this one here. Okay, that is better. So what I will do, I will going to copy this one. I will paste it here. Okay, I'm sorry, you don't do like this. I will copy this, I will going to paste here. I will going to change this one line. Okay, here I will going to change it. Please don't feel bad. Just I'm modifying here. Okay, marks that is greater than or equal to 70. You take like that 70. You can write your own program here, no problem. You can write your own program, whatever you wanted. You can able to write marks less than 80 like that. Okay, now so you can whatever you wanted, you can able to write it. Not a problem here. Just I will say here B grade. Okay, B grade. Okay, now fine. Now I will want to copy this one, guys. I will want to copy this one. I will want to paste here. One more condition. Okay, one more condition. D grade is over, B grade is over. Again, I will going to put A grade here. Okay, just I will want to put A grade. Change this one. Marks is, okay, marks is greater than or equal to, you mention 80 here. 80. Again, and marks is less than 90. I will place 90. Okay, now so then you will going to get the A grade. Again here also one more condition I will place here. See guys, one more condition I will want to place here. Just I will want to make the modification here. That's it. So here 90 I will want to place it 90. Okay, so 90 and marks is less than 100. You take 100. Okay, now fine that. So here I will place a plus grade. A plus grade. Okay, now fine. So then finally I will going to say one more condition, final condition, that is else part. Okay, else part you take it. So that's it. SYSO control space bar. So I will going to say if you enter any apart from these numbers, if you enter 120 like that, it will going to give you something not valid. Okay, I will say not valid, not valid, valid marks, not a valid marks. Okay, fine, clear everybody, understood the program guys? Anybody have doubts, let me know. If you have, if you are understood, then okay, no problem guys. Got it? Everybody understood? It's a very good program actually. Okay, let me run this one. Done. So enter the marks. If you enter whatever the marks, you will go and take it. Okay, suppose I will going to enter the marks something like you provide suppose I will want to provide anything, you tell me. Okay, please message anything, you tell me what marks I should enter here. You tell me whatever. So based on that, it will going to check the condition. So just I will going to take the marks, any marks. Suppose example, I will going to take the marks 55. Okay, na 55 means fail actually. More than that, I will want to take 70. Let's see. So we are getting B grade, guys. Understanding? We are getting B grade. Okay, because here, so I am entering the marks. 70 is actually greater than 65. That is the reason why this statement will not going to be executed here. Again, here also it will going to check 70 is greater than or equal to 50. Here 70 is greater than this condition false actually. Okay, this condition is false, as well as 70 is greater than 60. Both the conditions are false. So that's why D grade will not going to be executed here. This both the conditions will not going to be executed. It will come here 70. 70 is greater than, not 70 is not greater than, but 70 equal to 70. Okay, and marks 70, okay, less than 80. Then both the conditions are true. That is the reason why it will going to execute. It's a B grade. Clear? Everybody clear? Guys, everyone clear? Let me know. Everybody clear? Hello, everybody clear? Yes or not? Yeah, that's very simple program actually. Okay, so you give whatever value. Suppose I will want to give the value something like 50 I will give. Okay, now you will going to get the D grade. 50 fail. Okay, 50 is less than 65. Yes or not? 50 is less than 65. That is the reason why you are getting fail. Again, I will want to run one more condition. See, let me run one more condition. Come on. Okay, so I will going to enter something like 69. Say not a valid marks we are getting. Why not a valid marks we are getting? Why? So because we are not taking any values here related to that one, maybe that is the reason why we are getting not a valid marks. Let's run one more. Okay, we will see one more. Wait. Suppose I will want to enter the value like 100. Let's see 100. It's not a valid marks. Okay, here you can able to see 100 is greater than or equal to 90. Yes or not? 100 is greater than or equal to 90, as well as 100 is less than or equal to less than 100. Basically, these conditions are false. That is the reason why it is says that not a valid marks. What I will going to do? I wanted to make it valid. That's why I will make it equal to. Now you enter the 100. It will going to give you the answer. I wanted to make it 100, so that's why 100 I will provide. Yeah, that's it. Clear? Everyone clear? Guys, clear, guys? Tell me clear. Tell me, everybody tell me, clear or not? You do the experiment on this program. Okay, do the experiment on this program. I am doing the, already I'm doing the experiment. You, if you wanted to do it. Okay, so that's it. This is a very simple program. So for what is that? Marks to identify A grade, B grade, C grade, all those things. Whatever you wanted, you can able to write it. So tomorrow I will going to write more programs on this. Okay, I will going to write one more program on this again. Let's see if it is possible. I will going to write 2, 3, 4 programs. Okay, so we will going to wind up here today. Tomorrow we will going to see. Okay, now.